How's it going, guys? It's your boy Nate, aka LilSauceLegend, and I wanted to try something out that's new with these legendary yapping videos. I wanted to try something that's a little bit more different, but if it doesn't work, we'll scrap it. But I kind of like the way that this played in my head, so let's try it out for a week. Actually, let's try it out for a month, see if you like it, and if you don't, we'll scrap it. But I kind of like how this goes, so we'll give it a try, you know? Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the video. What is good, my legendary beast? It's your boy Nate. It is officially 12:38 p.m. It is October 2nd, 2025, and I'm currently feeling optimistic right now. Welcome to the Legendary Yapping, a series where we can shoot the shit. I give you content or life updates, toss in some random thoughts, and ask you some questions along the way so we can make this more of a conversation instead of just me talking. The internet's become too polished, everything's faked, and everyone needs a script. And that's why I created the Yapping, where us normal people can talk and keep things legit. So the first thing I want to talk about is this fucking European flotilla that has been setting forth towards Gaza. I've been seeing that shit in the news a lot more recently, whether it be on TikTok in my fucking search recommendeds or on Twitter, seeing it in my fucking live feed. And apparently the IDF has fucking kidnapped a bunch of fucking people that were just trying to deliver fucking formula, baby food, and a bunch of other supplies to Gazan citizens. And it's super fucking crazy to me that aid can be blocked to these locations when they're not actually posing a fucking viable threat. They're actually just wanting to provide humanitarian aid. And I feel like that's extremely fucking sickening. And the one thing that I completely fucking disavow and I completely find extremely reprehensible is how Israel is willing to just fucking completely hide behind accountability by just automatically devolving to calling anyone that disagrees with the practices that they're doing, literally participating in a genocide, fucking anti-Semitic, just because we don't agree with the fucking levels of inhumane bullshit that they're fucking doing. That this is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't even have all of the fucking information on this type of shit, and I'm not going to claim that I am the fucking arbiter of knowledge on any of this fucking political shit or any of the stuff that's happening overseas, because I'm more than willing to understand that it's not just fucking North Korea or China that has fucking media censorship or any of that kind of stuff. America has it too, based on the fucking algorithms and shit that we see. I'm not blind to the fact that most fucking companies are going to willingly suppress any information that they don't want their people to see, especially in fucking America. I'm not fucking ignorant to that fact. But I will still do my best and due diligence to do the research on everything that I'm fucking trying to talk about. But realistically, I'm not going to give a fucking concrete information that I don't fucking understand. I'm just going to give the information that I've fucking heard about, you know? And another thing that I heard is that Greta Thunberg has actually been kidnapped by the IDF. And one thing that I also heard is that fucking North Korea, speaking of the devil, actually, like North Korea, fucking Kim Jong-un, he basically said, if anything happens to Greta Thunberg, we are going to nuke Israel. And I'm just like, yo, why the fuck do we have so much fucking power? Like, why do so many people, why do like a small collective of individuals have the power to fucking determine how the rest of our lives are going to fucking play out? Like, we don't fucking want anybody in fucking Israel killing Palestine. We don't want anybody, like any of the fucking IDF soldiers killing Israel, Palestinians. Like, we don't want that shit. Like, why the fuck do the rest of us have to deal with like the fucking threat of nuclear Armageddon because Netanyahu wants to fucking throw a shit fit over there and try to do some fucking ethnic cleansing and shit? And I'm just over here like, yo, can we all as a collective just understand that we might need to fucking get rid of like nuclear arms and shit? Because like as a whole, we might need to just fucking get rid of that shit, because that was a Pandora's box that did not need to be fucking open, my guy. Like, with just one push of a button, we can all be fucking wiped out and shit, and none of us have any fucking recourse to talk about that shit. That's fucking wild, bro. Like, and the shitty part is, we can't even fucking trust the other countries to get rid of their shit, bro. Like, we can't even fucking trust them motherfuckers to get rid of their shit. Because the minute that another country has nukes, that's the minute that they get respect and stop being fucking trampled over. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. The only reason why we were able to actually fucking take over most of the fucking territories that we did in the United States, or fucking challenge any other kind of democracies, or fucking infiltrate other countries with coups and shit, is because we have nuclear weapons and the other country didn't. Like, that's fucking bullshit, and I don't fucking like it. Like, America is willing to push other countries around just because they have nukes, and like fucking Russia is willing to push other countries around because they have nukes and shit. And I'm just like, bro, like, and aside from the fucking war, and aside from that shit, why the fuck is there war in the first goddamn place, bro? Like, why the fuck is that even a thing? Like, why is it that we just, okay, here's my fucking solution. We just send all of the world leaders into a fucking boxing ring, and whoever comes out of the fucking cage, that's the country that wins, and the other country has to pay like $1 billion to the fucking winning country or some shit, and that's how we fucking settle beefs, bro. Like, if you want to still have fucking people fighting and shit, how about that, motherfucker? How about we send these fucking leaders to go fight in the boxing ring, goddammit? Like, I don't know. Like, this is just like a normal motherfucker's interpretation of a surface level understanding of whatever the fuck is going on in international waters and shit. But who am I to fucking say what the ultimate solution on any of this shit is? I just know that I ain't do shit to no Palestinians, bro. I didn't do shit to Greta Thunberg. Don't fucking nuke us in fucking North Korea. We didn't do shit. Like, all right? But I don't fucking know. If any of y'all have any more information on what the fuck is going on with the flotilla, I think they actually captured a fucking Irish diplomat or some shit. They kidnapped a fucking American. They actually got Greta Thunberg in custody. The IDF does, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? If anybody has any more information about what's going on with the flotilla, please put it down in the comments down below. If you got any resources on where I can actually learn about this shit, because I'm not paying the fucking New York Times to read on an article that I can easily find out through Twitter for free. That's the one thing that actually is irritating. Like, why the fuck are we having to pay to get information? Like, that's fucking wild to me. That's extremely wild to me. To stay updated on the fucking state of the world, I have to pay the New York Times, like, in order to see a fucking article. Like, I don't even trust half of the fucking websites, or even Google for that matter, with my fucking billing information as it is. I know my fucking voice sounds weird right now. That's because my fucking throat is weirdly scratchy. Holy shit. Yeah, but if you got any more information on what happened to the flotilla, or any information that you can provide, or any resources that you can provide on any information that's going on with the fucking flotilla, or any information that you can pass on about Gaza, please let me know. And please put it in the comment section down below. That was an extremely fucking heavy topic, but hey, it is what it is. But from that, let's switch gears into category 2, life updates. So recently, a personal goal of mine has been to get my GED for the longest fucking time. But I don't know how to actually reconfigure most of the parts of my life in order to actually make that more of a conducive goal to reach. Because one of the biggest struggles that I have when it comes to getting my GED is the fucking math section. I extremely dislike math, which is weird because the reason why I want to go get my GED in the first place is so I can get my fucking bachelor's in accounting, which is going to have me deal with a lot more math. But it's kind of odd because it's not the math that I want to do when it comes to accounting. It's the coding and spreadsheet work and delegation that I like, and having things in an organized fashion that I really enjoy about accounting. From what I've heard about it, realistically, I was going to use the bachelor's degree to start my own accounting firm and do freelance accounting work, whether that be through QuickBooks or through like fucking offering my services to other companies and businesses, and basically just build an empire like that, because you always have to have a backup plan, you know? You always got to have a backup plan. Content creation is my aspirational goal, but becoming an accountant is my foundational goal. I think I should probably explain that, if anything. So the way that I actually evaluate my life is in 3 metrics. I have my maintenance goals, my foundational goals, and my aspirational goals. My maintenance goals is things that I want to, is like the little things that I can do in order to maintain the space that I'm living in, to maintain the space that I'm living in and maintain my body and mental health, you know? Things like cleaning my room, doing my laundry, washing my ass, brushing my teeth, flossing my teeth, cleaning my ears, getting my hair cut, clipping my toenails, vacuuming the floor, vacuuming the rug, changing out my bed sheets, cleaning off my desk, dusting the fucking back of my TV because for some reason a lot of spiders like to gather around at the back of my TV, and I don't fucking know why. There's nothing back there for them to eat. The only time that they ever get bugs to eat is when they start doing fucking drilling near my house and the fucking silverfish and centipedes start crawling up the building and then they come into the house, or during the summertime when mosquitoes come into the house and shit. But other than that, they never get any food back there, so I don't know what the fuck they're eating back there in order to like actually sustain themselves, because spiders don't fucking bite people. Like, they don't bite people. Spiders don't bite people, especially the ones that are like native to the East Coast, like the New York area. Mostly what we usually get is like daddy long legs and shit. And daddy long legs, I don't even think they're even spiders. I don't think daddy long legs are even considered spiders. I think they're considered some other type of invertebrate instead of spiders. I think they're more closely related to I think daddy long leg spiders spiders. I call them fucking spiders again. I think daddy long legs are actually more closely related to scorpions than I think daddy long legs are actually more closely related to scorpions than they are to spider. Actually, let me Google that. I actually heard that on TikTok at one point. Spiders, are they daddy long legs, are they spiders or a different species? Pet peeves. I'm looking at this Reddit page, and it's saying that daddy long legs aren't spiders. And it's on r/pet peeves. It's under the bit annoyed section. I have never seen a harvestman in my life. People call those tiny, skinny, long leg spiders that always live in the house daddy long legs. Whenever someone is clearly talking about a cellar spider, Reddit has to ruin it and go, actually, they aren't spiders, those are harvestmen. No, they are talking about cellar spiders, and it is a real spider. What is the difference between a cellar spider and a harvestman? What's the difference between a cellar spider and a harvestman? Okay, so cellar spiders. You know what? Let me go on Wikipedia, because Reddit doesn't really have the actual information on this shit. Daddy long leg spiders redirects here, not to be confused with opheliates or crane fly, not to be confused with photocytes, a genus of butterfly, or phodate, the family of seal. Okay. Habitat, behavior, diet, journia. I'm actually genuinely trying to figure out where the fuck that information came from, because like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna look up daddy long legs Wikipedia. Daddy long leg spiders on Wikipedia. Daddy long legs or daddy long legs may refer to crane fly. Apparently a lot of different spiders a lot of different insects actually get the name of daddy long legs. Harvestmen. Hell no, I don't have fucking harvestmen in my goddamn house. Hell no, that is not okay. So, or cellar spiders. Okay, cellar spiders. What is? Okay, then I was absolutely wrong. Okay, so cellar spiders are actually what people refer to as daddy long legs, and these are actually spiders. Okay, so yeah, I was absolutely wrong on that one. I will take that back. Yeah, cellar spiders. Yeah, these are actually like spiders. These are actual fucking spiders. I will eat my fucking words on that one. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, cleaning the back of my TV. Yeah, so whenever I clean the back of my TV, these fucking cellar spiders will always be back there, but I don't know what the fuck they're eating, because they don't actually get anything in terms of nutrients whenever they're back there. So realistically, there's nothing for them to eat. So I don't know why the fuck they're back there, or why the fuck they make webs there. So your guess is as good as mine, honestly. And then my foundational goals are the things that maintain my ability to actually sustain my life in the current society that we live in, that being capitalism, meaning it's a job, a career, my ability to budget properly, my ability to pay bills properly, my ability to build my credit up so I can eventually buy a home, because even though it's not realistic for most people, I still have that as like a thing that I'm shooting for, because I will be damned if I turn 60 and I'm still renting from a motherfucker that says that I cannot put up a fucking picture frame because it's going to put holes in his walls and that's going to drive down the property value. Nigga, I'm going to put up this fucking picture frame and you could suck my dick if you have a problem with it. This whole fucking renters economy is just fucking irritating as shit. I got to rent the fucking software in order to edit my videos because they don't want to fucking offer licenses anymore to where you can just buy the fucking software outright. And that's why I fucking use the recording, like the motion capture software that I do at this point, iPieSoft, because they actually allow you to buy the fucking license outright instead of just renting it to you for months on end like Adobe does, or like every other fucking subscription service does at this point. I'm getting fucking sick of it. I'm getting fucking sick of all these goddamn subscription services because there are so fucking many of them. The only one that I genuinely think is worth the money to pay for it, that is worth the money, and this is not a fucking kudos at, like on fucking Google's part, because fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas to hell. But YouTube Premium is genuinely, I feel, worth the money, because now, number one, I'm not going to use an ad blocker on YouTube and potentially get my fucking YouTube channel banned. Like, the fuck? I'm not doing that. Like, even though I genuinely don't agree with the fucking practices of them harvesting data from people like a goddamn succubus and not giving us anything in return. Why isn't there a fucking application where you can actually just go on the website and anytime that you get an ad, instead of the fucking company that is produced, and instead of the fucking company that's hosting the website getting all of that money, how about you kick some to me, motherfucker? You get fucking $50 every time you fucking accept an advertisement from the fucking McDonald's Suck a Dick Corporation every time that they show a fucking Burger King ad on my fucking on my fucking page every single time. You get $50 from them. Why don't you slide me $2, bitch? Because I'm the one that had to be fucking subjected to this shit. That's the only way you would get anybody to be comfortable with ads again, is if I got paid for being forced to watch your shit now. That's how we fucking have this whole legislation go, bro. Like, dead ass. How willing would you be to watch your to be paying for fucking Hulu Basic if every time they fucking showed you an ad, or anytime that they showed you an ad, or anytime that anytime that they showed you an ad on like Hulu or like Hulu Basic or like fucking Netflix or some shit, it wasn't just like a cheaper fucking option for them. And then anytime that they showed you an ad, they actually fucking topped up your, like, you had a fucking account balance that you can fucking have. And it's like, okay, you watch a certain amount of shows a day. At that point, your fucking subscription is free. You don't got to fucking pay us anymore. And if you watch more shows than that, we'll fucking pay you at that point. We'll give you money for watching these ads. We'll give you money for doing this type of shit. Because at the same time, I'm willing to pay YouTube to go premium so I don't have the ads, and also because of background play, because I fucking ride the city bikes every goddamn where, and the fucking background play is a fucking lifesaver. I am too fucking bougie to not have background play right now, so that's a whole fucking thing in and of itself. But yeah, that like maintaining my finances is another thing that's a part of the foundational goals, and my aspirational goals is basically things that I wish to do, things that I aspire to do. That's where the term aspirational goals come from. Things like becoming a full-time content creator, publishing my book, writing a movie, doing collabs with different major fucking Hollywood actors and shit. Because even though like Hollywood is really fucking fake, there's a lot of people that I do look up to, and a lot of people that I do respect and admire in the creator space still, and I still want the opportunity to work with them, even if their stuff has transformed from the in-person and like human connection that they originally had to this fucking corpo fucking faceless creator that basically just wants to push a fucking persona onto you so they can sell you more bullshit. I promise you I'm not going to do any of that stupid fucking bullshit. I promise you I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to be Nate at the end of the day. And another aspirational goal of mine is, like I said before, to make the fucking, to bring to like fucking use my resources that I actually do receive from content creation and becoming a big like person that has a lot of money, like using my actual wealth to make this country better, honestly, because realistically there's no fucking reason why anybody should be making hundreds of millions of dollars. Like I don't like saying creators' names in these like rant type of things that I do because it makes me sound bitter and it makes me sound petty. But at the same time, I'm not going to shy away from calling out what I see and what I think based on the imaginary backlash that I think I'm going to get. So, for example, like somebody like Kai Cenat, who basically gets millions of dollars from people just donating shit to him all the fucking time, giving him hundreds and thousands of gifted subs every month, him getting millions upon millions of dollars from these fucking streamathons and webathons, and you're telling me that you can't open a side business where you're like fucking opening like homeless shelters or fucking low income housing. You can't fucking open up food pantries here and there. You can't fucking, I don't know, like give a school some fucking school equipment. If he has done this type of shit, I will fucking eat my words. I'll eat my words. But at the same time, it's just like, bro, all of these celebrities, all of these artists, all of these fucking musicians, and all of these famous people are making hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet we're still living in a fucking renter's economy, bro. Like, why is rent still like $2,000 to $3,000 a month for a fucking studio in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere, bro? Like, why the fuck is that a thing? Like, I'm damn near, like, as soon as I fucking make it as a content creator, I'm going to start calling these motherfuckers out. Like, bro, you just made $10 million last month. Why the fuck are you not funding low-income housing fucking areas in, like, random states all over the country? Like, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing that, bro? Why aren't you, like, funding low-income housing, like, developments in these states, bro? These people are willing to give you so much fucking money, and you don't do dick with it. You would rather fucking spend it on blowing up a car like fucking Mr. Beast or some shit, or you would rather spend it on fucking, like you would rather do some stupid shit like, oh, I bought the world's most expensive fucking desktop. Why, nigga? Why? Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? You could easily fucking create a fucking, like, you could easily create millions of jobs by doing other shit, bro. Like, you can make an accounting firm and give people jobs in that fucking market. You can make a fucking, like what I want to do. I want to make an accounting firm, and once I make that accounting firm, I'm going to intentionally have fucking low-level positions so I can actually hire people to do different shit. I'm going to basically be doing like an outreach program where I'm going to have like the fucking accounting firm basically take on individuals and basically be like, okay, if you want us to handle your finances for you or do your tax return, that's going to be like $1,000 or some shit. And people working with other people and doing things on an individual level, and people becoming somebody's personal accountant or somebody becoming somebody's personal tax fucking refund person, basically makes it so that we all can be employed and shit, bro. Like, why the fuck are these people not actively seeing the fucking vision that I'm thinking about? That's why it's called aspirational goals, because it's something that I know that I have the fucking vision to do. And like, whenever I talk about this type of shit, I feel like I'm being a fucking pretentious cocksucker because I feel like I have this fucking inflated ego, like I'm higher than thou. But no, it's just the fact that these are obvious things that people can do, but they just refuse to do it either because of fucking greed, laziness, or fucking apathy to the fucking status quo of how the system is run and how many people are suffering in the world at this point. Because me as a person, if I actually genuinely was able to make fucking, I don't know, what is that motherfucker's name? XQC level money. If I was able to make fucking Hassan money, like I would be fucking doing so, like I would not be able to, I'm gonna be real with you. I would not be able to fucking sleep at night if I knew that I had $100 million sitting, just burning a hole in my bank account, and I have millions of more dollars coming in because it's fucking obvious these niggas do because they are definitely having accountants do fucking stock trades for them and making passive income on top of the money that you're already giving them in terms of merch sales, fucking brand deals, fucking movie tie-ins, all this other shit that these content creators are getting, and they're making more money on top of that with fucking stock trades, investments, and all of that other shit, because I know they are. You're telling me that you can't fucking build a fucking food pantry? You're telling me that you can't buy that land and convert it into a fucking duplex so people can fucking have a place to live, bro? Like, and you're over here not even begging me for a fucking $5 sub? Bro, like, really? Like, bro, I swear to you, if I ever start doing that shit, if I ever start like fucking doing subathons and I don't fucking follow through with this promise, I give everybody permission to slap the fuck out of me at a fucking convention, bro. Like, slap the shit out of me, bro. Slap the shit out of me. Because, like, there's no reason why I should be making hand over fist money and there's a bunch of people suffering in my own fucking backyard, bro. That's not cool. That's not cool. Like, it's my fans that lifted me up and was able to get me to that place that I fucking have and was able to get me to that level of comfort. And yet I'm eating caviar and a motherfucker is just in a fucking 10 or 11-year-old kid is watching me on their fucking broken A10 Samsung phone that they got because their mom was on Medicare, and that was the phone that they was able to get for free from the fucking Medicare program, and those niggas that are on the side of the fucking sidewalk because they're always in front of Medicare and food stamp offices. I know exactly that fucking feeling because I had to get that phone. I had to get those phones. I had to get that phone. I had to stand in the fucking food stamp office line and deal with the judgmental looks of everybody as I walked into that building. I had to deal with the fucking stares of disapproval as a fucking damn near adult man had to walk into the fucking SNAP off, had to fucking walk into a welfare office and apply for fucking SNAP and apply for fucking cash assistance because I couldn't make my rent. So trust me when I say I know what the struggle is. I know what it feels like to go without, and there is no fucking way I would let anyone go through what I had to go through at such a young age when they are willing to be my fucking biggest supporter. There's no way in hell that I would ever fucking let that lie down, bro. At minimum, if I'm making like tens of millions of dollars a month, bro, you're going to see so many fucking housing and high rises pop up that have rent for like $500 a month, bro. You're going to see fucking duplexes that have rent for like $250 a month, bro. Like, dead eyes. And there's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers I know for a fact that are going to be like, oh, this is not going to be possible because you need to make some kind of money off of it in order to pay the property taxes. You're going to need to make some money in order to pay off this, in order to pay off that. And I'm going to be like, yo, they just fucked Medicare and Medicaid in the ass to pay for the fucking $1 million mansions of a bunch of billionaires because they wanted more tax breaks. Bro, I am most definitely going to use all of these fucking tax breaks and all of these slimy ass tax rules that these fucking millionaires and billionaires want to use in order to fucking escape paying taxes on whatever fucking money they get in order to actively help people and help this fucking country get better, bro. Like, there is no fucking way that I'm ever gonna fucking not use those fucking tax rules, and I'm gonna hire a bunch of fucking Robin Hood fucking lawyers to find ways that I can skip out on a bunch of different fucking tax shit and be able to fucking make a bunch of money and basically use that money to fucking fund more fucking low-income housing and shit, bro. Like, there is no reason that I couldn't do that. Huh, fuck. But pivoting and switching topics, I got an update for you and some really good fucking news. I was able to sell my first piece of merch fucking today. So let's fucking go, bros. Teespring doesn't tell people who actually bought the merch, and it doesn't give out any personal information, and that's extremely good because I want the people who purchase things from these websites to actually be protected and make sure that their data is not getting leaked, or to make sure that they're actually being protected in these kind of spaces. So realistically, I'm glad that I don't know this person's name, but no matter what, whoever you are that bought that hoodie from fucking Teespring, I genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't, like, words can't explain the amount of gratitude that I feel. Thank you so much for the support, and I genuinely am glad that you believe in my message. So thank you so much. But with all that being said, I guess we can end off this video on a positive message and some homework for you guys to take with you until we meet again, I guess, next week. Get a journal and make sure to write in some daily entries. Take 10 minutes a day to meditate and breathe, and go kick some ass with the week that's coming. But as always, this has been your boy, LilSauceLegend, a.k.a. Nate, telling all y'all to stay saucy.